Hello everyone, welcome to the Tactical Dad channel. So if you're a tactical or a dad and or either of anything else, welcome to the Tactical Dad channel. I am Logan. This week we're going to be taking a look at two plate carriers. These are both from the same company. This is the Agilite K0 versus the Agilite K19. I do not have the Sub-Zero, their new plate carrier they came out with. But let's compare and contrast these two, see which one works better for me and which one can work better for you. Let's take a look and compare exactly these two plate carriers side by side and see what they're known for. So we'll start off with the K19. This is the most comfortable plate carrier on the market. It's kind of more of a load-bearing, large setup. The K0 was around for a while. It was modeled and kind of put out to the market as the slim, the sleek kind of setup. The light and fast. So these are two kind of opposite plate carriers ideologically compared to each other. And let's see about the comfortability. All right, guys, to get some time in on this, just wearing it for a workout, just doing cardio, little elevated walk. I'm at a 5 incline, 3.5 on the speed. I put it on about halfway through. So we're about a mile in. What's working a lot better from when I first got it, tightened everything up, fit it to me, so the fit's a lot better. I kept these top straps loose, and the bottom ones are a little bit more tight where I did the cinching, so that's helped kind of hug it to me. Doesn't feel too tight, like it's restricting my breathing or anything. It feels good. Obviously a little heat retention, that's got to be normal. Feels good. Only thing I'm noticing, and again, this is on loan from a friend, thanks Coors, appreciate it, is where he has the tourniquet placed. I'm not going to mess with it because it's his, but just walking, if you're just strolling, that's getting a little annoying to me. Easy fix right there. The weight, so I have some weight in here. I have a 20 round, placard's full of 3 30 rounders, and another 3 30 rounders in the back for some weight, and the ceramic level 4 plates. So good little test here. Give you some more thoughts here in a second. All right, so sorry, in the other short kind of blew up. You guys were throwing hate comments at me. These are designed in Israel, and let me get it right, they are made elsewhere overseas in either Thailand or Vietnam. The big important thing to me is that they're not made in China, a little bit better quality, and 2, they are not made and the profits are not going to the CCP. So that's what matters to me. No, these are not made in the USA. They are not made in Israel. So got that straight this time. So let's see what the hate comments are this time. Drop a comment below if you run either one of these or even that new Sub-Zero setup. Let me know. Thank you guys for getting this channel to 1,000 subscribers. It's all because of you guys. Just did a belt giveaway, so stay tuned to figure out what giveaway will be next. All right, let's get to the spec sheets here. So we'll start off with the K19 first. I'll roll some B-roll throughout here. Let me get my notes over here. So I wore this during some workouts this week, some walks just around the house to spend time with it. As Tactical Dad, was not able to get any like range time recently to go out and test this in the field. I feel like actually working out though and going on walks is very similar. Wearing it around the house, probably wearing it longer and doing different kind of more agile type of things compared to just walking or running in the field. So it was a good learning lesson. So comfortability on this one, you do feel like it just has more contact area with the body. I think that is good and bad on both ends. 2, 1, forgot to count, 1, more contact surface area with your body. Probably going to have less rubbing and hot spots due to it being just distributed across your body in multiple different points. 2, I think the downside of that, you could potentially have more almost like hot spots because you have so much interaction and kind of interface with your body going on. And then 2, the biggest thing I kind of noticed, it was a little bit warmer. Let's get this out of the way. There is no plate carrier that you're wearing for hours and hours that you're not going to sweat. Doesn't matter if it's freezing or 120 degrees. You're going to sweat condensate a little bit because it's just on your body. I will say the padding on here, I'll bring you get some B-roll. The padding here is a little bit more cushioned compared to that. So you do get that. The straps are just a little bit thicker. Everything's kind of a little bit more bulky in a sense, but I will say it is comfortable overall. Okay, so weight. Let's do a little bit more side by side on this. So you have a little bit less, I feel like, interaction with your body on this. As far as contact points, which to me I like the more minimalistic, slick setup. So let's get to weight. So starting with the K19, this is the heaviest, obviously. It comes in dry at 2.5 pounds. Obviously, this is not slick setup. It has placards, it has pouches set up on it. Level 4 plates in the front and the back, and with 7 mags in it. It was weighed down. I want to let you know it wasn't just running dry. So it was set up, ready to go. Okay, back over to the K0 weight wise. This is a little bit less. It's at 1.74 pounds. So big difference. No, I didn't really feel it, honestly. I felt it, I feel like, more with the heat in a sense of how much, again, that was my takeaway of how much contacting the body, if that makes any sense to you guys, hopefully. All right, another big barrier to entry. Let's get straight to price. These are the same price, actually. Kind of weird. They're similar material, I feel like, when you actually look at it. One has more padding, one does not. Like, you can look at the plate bags here, and this kind of flares out where this goes straight down with your plate. You have a little bit more padding and flares to cover that surface area. So they're both start at $289 for your plain plain, I guess, monolithic colors. So your tan, your green, and your black. You jump up $10 when you get into your camos. So your multicam licensure and stuff like that goes to $299. And then I don't have it here to compare against, but their new plate carrier, the Sub-Zero, drops significantly by $100. Very important thing to keep in mind, I think, for us average tactical dads out there. Comes in at $179 again for your monolithic colors, jumping up $10 again for your camo patterns. So $289 on the high end plus tax, right? We'll say about $230 probably. I think that's a great price to get you in the market. All right, attachment styles, they're both very similar. These both come with kind of the simple, I guess, side straps here. They are adjustable. The big thing that Agilite advertises that these are adjustable while being worn, and that is definitely, will attest to that. They are able to be adjusted as far as tight and fit on the cummerbund. You just pull a tab forward right here, and it is bunched up. So if you want a little bit more, a little bit less, depending how much you need to run for yourself, stitch that thing forward, and it works very well. And then if you come back here, pull your tab, you get a little bit more room and lax fit out of it. Very easy to do while you're wearing it. It does take a little bit of a weird position to get to, but definitely achievable while you're wearing it. Padding and comfort. Obviously, the padding is going to go to the K19. Has a lot more of the padding all around to it. Plate assembly and kind of retention. When you get into how the plates are retained in there, let's take a look. I'll roll some other camera footage here. All right, back to the side cummerbund. Again, these are both the same. Perks that comes with the K19 is that it is quick detachable as it comes from the factory. So you have a shoulder one here, and that is very easy to pull apart. And then you do have a Velcro retention, and you could take that plate off very quickly in case of emergencies to render medical aid if you just want to take it off at the end of the day. And then they do have the tubes down here on each side, and that goes into your cummerbund, into the plate itself. Little downfall when you get into the K0 is that it does not come with it from the factory. So you're gonna have to spend that extra, whatever it is, $10, $20 to get your QD tubes. And they are not attachable to the top here because we are sewn directly into the plate. So you do have one right here on the side that I did add. I do not have it on both sides, and I do still have to come up and over my head. So that is one thing to keep in mind. Price-wise, you're gonna have to upgrade this a little bit more to get it. Padding and comfort. Actually, when it comes to the shoulders, they're pretty much the same. The big thing that differs here is stock placement and purchase on your rifle. Again, we'll roll some B-roll here. Being able to get those in between the two, it definitely goes to the K0. I do not have it, obviously, as I've said before. I think this would definitely take the win to the Sub-Zero because it is just a single strap of like fabric. So this one is in between. That is one big downside to me of why I do not like the K19, is because of that purchase point of trying to get your stock in there and be stable while shooting, while moving. Definitely a lot harder for me to do with that. Maybe it's my shoulder setup, natural anatomy. It's just a little bit harder. So to me, that goes to this plate carrier, the K0. So I think surface area equals comfort on this. In a sense, is interesting. These two plate carriers have the same one, as I mentioned. The third plate carrier, the new one, the Sub-Zero, comes with more of a, I'm going to call it, I don't want to mention it, I know, but the T dinosaur brand of cummerbund, where it has the elasticity built into it and it has like mag pouches built in. So honestly, I would probably take that one stock over this, just because you have a little bit more flex and give in that system, and then you already have built-in storage. Whereas this one, you do not, you have to add everything in. It does have splits down the middle for Molly, but I would prefer the other one. I've never used it, disclaimer, but I think I would like it a lot better. So padding, a little bit less on here, but the Sub-Zero also very minimalistic, has plate bags to hold your plates, and it has a strap over your shoulder and a simple elastic cummerbund, as bare basic as you can get. All right, sizing on these. So let's go to the K19. So it is a one size fits all type of thing. You can adjust your plate holders, I guess, in there, and your retention. You adjust that with like tension straps and buckles in there within the plate bags through the bottom. Going to the K0, you do need a little bit sizing. That sizing is going to depend on which plates that you have, or the plates that you are going to get.
Plate
so
is
there
a 10
is
by 12 inch, and a large is 10.3 by 13.2 inches.
two different things. Again, should not really be based on how big you are, how small you are. It's what size plates you want to run. Maybe you're a huge guy, but you want to run small plates. Hey, that's your choice. That one will fit you better or won't based on your plate size. Just make sure you buy this right one. That way, when you give this thing, you have the large plates, and
My personal medical advice would be to buy the largest plates that you can so you get more coverage.
One that I do not have, the Sub-Zero, is also medium and large sizing depending on which plates that you want to wear for that one, just like the K0. As you can probably tell, I bought this one for a reason. After this testing of this week, being able to wear them, compare and contrast side by side, I am still going to choose my favorite, going to be the K0. Why is that? I just think this one's a little bit more bulky. I could see this one if you were wearing it. I think a good use case would almost be like as a police officer. If you were going to wear this kind of as an overvest and wear it all day long for all shift out on patrol, I think this would be a little bit better for you, just because you have more padding. It is going to be a little bit hotter, but if you're wearing it all day, I think it would be better. So why do I still like this one? just because of the simplistic, easy to use, has less material, it's a little bit lighter. Can you use this, say if you're that police officer all day wearing it as an overvest? Yes, I think you can. It's going to be a little bit more minimalistic. You're not going to have as much coverage, but I think it will breathe better because of that though. All right, so thank you again so much for everyone that has been here for the beginning part of this channel, getting to this first major step of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for watching this video. As always, guys, it is family time. See you in the next one.